Hey guys, so this video I wanted to talk about one of my favorite grips, which is often underused and not talked about a lot, but it's extremely powerful, which is using the tricep grip with the gi material. One of the first main aspects of the tricep grip is that any triangle or armbar we attack from open guard, we have to separate our opponent's elbow from his knee or from his hip. So just go to both knees real quick. So whenever you have the sleeve, it's great because it's hard for him to loop out. You have great control, but when he pulls his elbow back, it's hard to pull it out, right? A lot of times when I get a tricep grip, just hold the lapel here for now. A lot of times when I get a tricep grip, when he pulls his elbow back, pull your elbow back, I control that distance way better. So it makes it way easier to do things like set a foot on the hip and snap a triangle really quick. I can use it to go for an arm bar. It makes those things really easy. Another aspect of it is sometimes when you're in the grip fight, we're here and we're looking for the sleeve, but if the guy already has my lapel, sometimes the sleeve doesn't do much. I can't control much with it, so he exposes that tricep grip, and that's another great reason to use it. Another huge aspect of it is like if I'm in close guard, for example, and I'm going for an arm bar, and I get a hold of this tricep grip, even if he starts to stand up to try to like posture out of the arm bar, so stand all the way up, like all the way up, like this, and posture up really hard, right? Posture up really hard. See, I can attach my hip to the arm bar with this. Turn that way a little bit. I can attach my hip to the arm bar with this. So it's way harder for him to just rip out of an arm bar, right? So a lot of times people are on the sleeve or they're doing this kind of stuff and the guy can pull out. But when you're behind the tricep with this gi material, he can literally lift me off the floor, this go all the way up, and I can stay attached and use this to snap triangles, snap arm bars, and I control that elbow space to make it easier to attack. So another great aspect of it as well is it has some posture controlling mechanics as well. So like my opponent grabs my lapel here and I have the tricep grip. Not only do I have that kind of pull on his arm, but like if I do something like a butterfly sweep, there is more of an aspect of this that when I pull and do this, I can kind of snap his posture out to the side. So when you're using it for say like butterfly sweeps or like classic Marcelo, you can pull in here and get way more rotation on things like that. If I'm doing like a double sleeve sweep, so go ahead and stand up. So like if you've ever seen my content before, I use double sleeve a lot. When I have this De La Hiva hook here, I can do this with double sleeve, but sometimes having this tricep grip gives me a little bit more off balance. I can even do it with this one too sometimes, depending on how I set the position, and it makes it a little bit easier, right? And see like there, I can even switch the foot to the hip, pull this out and start snapping in, right? So it's just got a lot of great benefits, but the tricep has, a lot of great benefits, but sometimes the guy might be able to loop your whole arm or something if you don't get it at the right time. But if you're not super attached to it, you just use it when it's there, it's a great tool to add in. So now I'm going to go into some other specific setups that I like to use. All right, so now I'm going to give you guys some very specific applications of how you could use the tricep grip. So one of my favorites is in the beginning of the grip fight. If we're here, my opponent has his arms forward and he kind of reaches for my lapel, or if his arms just forward at all, I'll catch this tricep grip. And while I'm sitting up, I'm going to lift my foot up to go towards the hip, right? So I pull right in here on the hip. And now normally the guy would try to pull his elbow tight here to defend, but this is so hard to pull back through. I just grab this collar and now I can elevate my hip up and hit this triangle right here. And if I feel like the triangle stuff, it's really easy to turn into an arm bar because I already got that elbow grip and I can finish right there. So that's a great way. So if you're just in the grip fight here, you're looking for the sleeve, whatever, he comes here, I catch the tricep, I pull, boom. You could even get away with it sometimes without even grabbing the collar and switch up there.